You know, my daughter Meril loves cheese, and she's been that way since she was born. So of course, she loves a great mac and cheese. We developed this recipe at her request. What's great about it, you don't have to bake it. It's quick, it's easy, right on the stovetop, and it's perfect for family weeknight dinners. Here we go. To some boiling water, we want to add about a teaspoon of oil and a good amount, a couple of teaspoons of salt. And then we're going to add a box of elbow macaroni, stir, and we're going to let this simmer for about 8 minutes so that it's still a little bit al dente to taste. When the pasta is nice and al dente, you want to drain it through a colander or strainer that you have. Make sure you get the water out. And a little trick, what I do is now I've added the drained pasta back into my pot, but I have the heat on high, because if there is any water that's captured in the noodles, you want it to evaporate so it doesn't water down your mac and cheese. When that happens, we're going to add 1 1/4 cups of milk. You could use cream or you could use half and half. And let that just kind of come up to temperature a little bit before we begin to start melting the cheese. This is a great time right now that you can salt it or flavor whatever you would like your mac and cheese. I'm just going to use a little bit of salt and a little bit of freshly ground black pepper. We're going to add a good 2 teaspoons of butter. And what I like, but I don't usually tell Meril this, is I'll just do a little fresh grated nutmeg just for a little surprise taste in there. Now you can see it's starting to come up the temperature. The butter is melting. And now we're ready to add a good 8 ounces of cheddar cheese. This is a white cheddar. You could use a yellow cheddar. Just make sure it's good quality. About 1/4 cup of Parmesan Reggiano. It just gives it that little sharpness and flavor. And now what we're going to do is incorporate the cheese, making it right into its own little cheese sauce. Ah, look at that. You see that? Make sure you get all of it incorporated in there. Okay, perfect. Wow, you should smell this. Now we'll just dish a little up. And I always do a little bowl like this for Meril. It's just easy to grab. And one of the things, being such a cheese freak as she is, you want to put a little bit more cheese on top. Meril would be proud of this.